It looked like the trains that they added in the latest update might actually be on the live server now. They said it wasn't going to be on the live server till the end of July, I think. But their patch note thing didn't really specify that it was only on the experimental build. It just said that it was live. Alright. Oh, it's a dope fucking Pokemon card. Alright, sorry. Oh right, I wanted to switch the music through onto my other line so I can edit it out if I want to. Video capture device. What is this audio? How do I get it out of here? What does it belong to? Properties, Logitech HD Pro. Okay, let's get you the fuck out of here then. Hide? Can I just remove it instead? Shit, hold on, unhide all. Mute that sucker because I think that used to fuck up audio, then I'll hide it. Yeah.
Within this rigid principles, we have to improvise and then become as free as a bird.
Now we can get the music in, I think. Doo-dee-doo. Fuck off with this. What are you doing? Give me back my name. Boo, boo, boo. Uh-oh. Why are we at 17 FPS? What the fuck happened? No bueno. I didn't know the menu was still fucking up my stuff. Boo, boo, boo. My shoulders have been fucking killing me. I don't think I've had it like this bad in like at least a year. And I don't know why my shoulders are just fucked. I mean, I guess I've been pushing them really hard with push-ups, but I didn't do push-ups yesterday or the day before, so they should be fine by now. 54 FPS, no bueno. We're up to 60 now? Did we have all our settings cranked up the last time we played? Because that would be a problem. Yes, we did. Okay, how did we have this? Shit, I should have wrote it down. I think I was taking screenies and that's why I turned it up. Pew, pew, pew. Yeah, that looks okay. Bow, bow, bow. You know, I could like, oh, okay, I was worried for a sec. I could like set up like a little catwalk also on the inside here. I don't know why. It just it looks, I guess. Boom, boom, boom. Shit. I really dig that I don't want to have too many of these doorway things though. What if we alternate? Shit. I have no idea how far I want to set this stuff up, so I think I may just want to leave it like partially built. Figure it out later. 'Cause I'm gonna have to come back to like most of my builds and do like polishing touches, because I kind of get like burnt out when I do big builds, and after a certain point I usually kind of start getting lazy with them. Like just trying to, like the goal is to just get them done and it's taking too long, so I'll just get them done and then I'll like come back and fix everything up after. Which I've only done once out of like all the builds. I need to do it for like 2, maybe 3 other builds. Alright, so what's the goal here? I think we want to make sure these guys all connect up here. Because we're gonna have to send everything out, so I need to figure out like how many items do they output and are they set up right now? 200%. 45 per minute. Shit, I don't want to click off because then it's gonna do the space blur thing. Shit, I don't remember the speed of belts off the top of my head. Fuck, hold on. Satisfactory, conveyor. I think it's like 550 or 600? Might be lower. Did they change the speeds? Mark 4s say 480. I swear it was like 500 or 600. Mark 5s are 780. That's weird. I don't like it. 480. I wonder if they like patched it. Which kind of fucks everyone's builds up, so I don't know why they would do that. Let's see, item speed on conveyor belts. Playing with conveyors, as described in a previous post, I discovered the length space occupied of an item on the conveyor belt. Most of the items except power slugs occupy 1.17 meters on a belt. This is not what I'm looking for. Items a minute. Mark 4 is 450. Alright, I'll trust it. So what is that? 10? 10 of these suckers? Double check because I'm so tired. Yeah, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. Did we do 10 exactly? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we did 10 exactly. So this can all fit on the one belt, which is kind of handy. I could actually save space now. I really like the way these belts look, so I may want to keep them and merge them at the end there. I really like the way this shit looks. But it's taking up a lot of space that I could be using for for more foundries, or well, I can't use foundries, I'm just gonna use smelters. How many did I need? I think I have all the stuff written down. That's the old stuff. One overclocked impure iron goes into, yeah. So it should be 20 foundries and in total 40 smelters, but overclocked I was going for 10 and 20. I have enough slugs for the 20. I also gotta figure out. I could probably do this without having to fuck with this because I really like the belts. But just realized I have to figure out if I wanna. I have like all the items from this. I forget how many items per minute are coming from each one. Shit, I should have like written down notes the last time I was working on this. So I'm pretty sure the left 3 are from the pure iron nodes over there. Shit, has discovered a real big issue with my setup, I think. Oh no, never mind. How did we... Okay, it's already hooked up. I was worried about how we're gonna get the copper? What is it? You combine iron... Yeah, and copper. And you can make iron ingots. So you actually save a total amount of iron, like raw iron that goes in. So those 3 are, what, 600 a minute, I think? Shit. I don't know how many of these need in. File lock. I'm burning fuel that I shouldn't be burning. 120 per minute? Man, my numbers are all off. And I don't know how much iron, what, 20? Yeah, 20 smelters are gonna be. I think the other ones are producing 60, so I have 2 at 60, 120 a minute. So it'd be 60 per minute that it makes, and it takes up 60 iron ore. Do we not have enough iron for this? My brain is totally too fucked for this. I was hoping that I could actually get a bunch done. So I need... So just one of those is going to power one smelter. Then what about all the extra iron? I guess we're not going to be using the 120 per minute ones. So this would power 2... Or no, 4? Yeah. 4, and then 5, and then 6. Total, which is not nearly enough. There's no other iron nearby that I am not picking up. Is that iron? Just 30 a minute or 60 per minute? Wait, so 60 per minute on Mark IIs on impure? That doesn't make sense. Because if those are pure, are they normal instead of pure? And they're not overclocked, so I'd need to overclock them and I could get more out of them. I might have overclocked these guys a tiny bit though. Fully overclocked. 20 per minute, that doesn't seem right. It's a normal node. So the base amount should be 60, right? So 200% should be 120, not 120 at 250%. There we go, that makes more sense. I'm gonna start writing some of this down. So foggy in there. So I'm assuming that's right, 60 per minute off of these guys without being overclocked. Off impure. I could overclock these if it comes down to it. Uh-oh. I hate the freezing. Freaks me out. I want the game to crash. What I could do, I could set up like a stairway thing here. As long as it looks good. Yeesh. I don't like it coming off the cliff though. We'll put down stairs to remind me to work on this. At least for now, and then we'll tidy it up at some other point. I really want to figure out all the smelters and shit I need. Before we start fucking around with smelters, let's get this done. Because I know we have enough room. I also have no idea how I want to send the stuff down. And I also have to figure out how to get the iron from these guys up into here, but on like the opposite end. Unless, I don't know, I want to send belts around the outside? I don't know how I want to do this. Hmm. Hmm. I would love to, like, remove a foundation and then set up lifts. Where logistics? Set up like a lift here. But then I don't like that there's just this opening and no, like, guardrails. You know, I could do, like, not forebrain, I'm kind of tired of doing this, though. I don't wholly like the look of, like, the railing with the foundations. I think I may stick with it. And then I think I'll fill the building in below, like here, maybe. I guess if I use a wall, it won't matter. Hmm. I could just not have the foundations and I guess do the catwalks. Shit. I don't know what's gonna look best. Uh-oh.
Blow your head right off. I brought it from the river.
I think I kind of like the way it looks like this. It's too bad I can't. I really like adding support on these things. And it doesn't quite look right. Can I make it any higher? I cannot. Ooh, you can search for recipes now? That's kind of dope. I do not have any plates. Shit. Hold on, don't want to leave any of this here to save space. Yeah, let's... Ooh, I want to see. Do we have trains yet? I don't think we do. Select milestone, tier 6. We do! It's on the fucking stable! Oh, shit! Yo! Fuck. That means I need to finish my current step, though. Oh, this sucks. Because I have to get a bunch of crystal shit together. And I wanted to automate the heavy modular frames and the motors. Shit. That's the whole point of the build that I'm on right now. I mean, I guess it doesn't hurt to set this up and then unlock this and then do the trains. It just kind of sucks. I want to be doing trains while doing this. Alright, let's fill up on resources. What are we missing here? You know what, we're gonna need extra plates actually for building walls and stuff. And we might need some belts, but I think we got most of the belting done. It's just kind of like connecting things up now. What else could we use? I'll grab one more of these and I think we're fine. Wanted to fill up the truck, but you know what? Yeah, fuck it. Let's just fill up my inventory and then head back. Can't wait to have trains set up! I was really worried that they were not going to look that great. Was worried that they'd have to be like put on foundations, or I don't know, that it was just not, because the rest of the game doesn't look like, ooh, yo, the base looks really good from far out, or the build, whatever. But yeah, so I was worried it was going to look like shit, but I figured out a way to do the trains, because I really need like a more effective way to transport stuff. even like short distances, I don't like the trucks at all. So yeah, I was really worried, and then when I saw what they look like, they're basically monorail things, and it looks really fucking sick. Do I need to put anything in the car? No, 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 no. There we go. I could have the walls looking like this. I can't really do it, and I want to do it a different way, but I don't. Shit, we won't be able to pull that off. I could like put the orange walls and like paint them or something here if I really want. I kind of like the look of this right now though. Fuck, my headache's back. Lame! I think it's like an allergy thing, but I've never had allergies my entire life, not till now. Or like till this past year. I want this all just like exposed. Maybe I want to set up doors or something different. Thinking like, I don't know, if I build everything just like the same along the whole wall, it usually looks really shitty. But if I kind of make it more like functional, if that makes sense, I think it'll look better. Or like if I just kind of kept this off here, I think it'll help, and then I can kind of like alternate windows or whatever. You know what, I'm sending... Shit, I don't think I want to finish this, because I just realized I'm going to be sending one down here. I guess I can send the rest down here? If I have, like, a belt per set of these 10, and they make the same amount as, like, this. 45... Shit, you know what? Because it doesn't have power, I don't know what it's going to output. In terms of overclocked and shit. Let's get some power going here. I don't want to bring it up here. Oh shit. I completely spaced on half the reason I'm doing this. I want to set up like... Ah, shit. Meh. So you could set this up, and then I could bring conveyor... What conveyor? Why am I saying conveyor? Walkways down. But then I still kind of want to put railing here. I want to put railing wherever it makes sense to have. I wish I could just have a railing option and not like a catwalk for the railing. Because I'm kind of sick of putting these inside of foundations. Usually, like, if I want to put them in foundations, I can't just, like, do it in one spot, because it looks weird to have a piece of foundation looking like this, and then just normal. Or even if it was, like, one piece in the corner, it would look weird. So I can't really put railing on this. Trying to figure out how I want to bring the power into the building now. I have these guys all set up and ready to go. Shit. Oh, I hate that. Oh, how I hate that. You know what, that's too tall for what I want anyways. Please let this fit. We'll do a shorter one here. Then can I put down catwalks? So then now I can put another one out here somewhere. fuck, why can't I fit through that? Would look better to have like two like this, or probably just that connecting straight to this one, I think. That looks slightly better. I really hate these things. I could have sworn people data mined powered like walkways, powered foundations. Because that would make builds so much nicer, and I don't want to rebuild massive builds like this later on with like once I get the powered walkways or powered foundations. I mean, if we're lucky, it'd be really easy to swap out foundations. Shit, I don't know. Wait, why? Oh, because we haven't hooked it up yet. Okay. So now I have a concern about how I want to set up these areas. I kind of like them open, being able to see all the materials coming in and stuff. But I think it makes more sense to have like walls in here, or even like windows maybe? Guess there's like a way up here, right? If only I had this connected through to that, or there was a way, because there's no like main area to walk into the building from here. You just kind of have to run in and jump over this, and I really don't like that. There needs to be a better way into the building. I think I may be a little too tired to figure this one out. Like, I could raise this, right, with like these guys, but I'd have to do it like here, and then that still wouldn't have like a tall enough walk area. Thinking I could like fuck with like this area up here, maybe like extend stuff somewhere. No, I don't want to have to mess with this or move this, and then there's belts in the way of every spot where I'd want to try and add a catwalk. Guess it's not the end of the world to have like these big open areas and then feeding everything in. I just want it to look better. I want more out of this game. I want more make sense good looks. Does that make sense? So they're producing 90 a minute, not 45. Okay, good to know. I'm gonna need 2 belts just for these guys then. Alright, we gotta put them like here for them to work with the lifts and stuff. Ooh, it's Razzie. Just trying to figure out. You there, man?
Yeah, sorry about that. My thingy was mute again. I hate
No worries.
that. I just I looked at the faces, the face reveals.
What, the like latest face photo I put in there?
Yeah, yeah. How to stream on Twitch? I wonder. Testing out the camera software in Windows. I don't know why this always happens, but whenever I try to look into
I swear, it's involuntary, man. I don't know. I swear.
Yeah, it makes you look like a sexual deviant.
I'm kind of crazy person.
He's Johnny.
I don't know how I want to fucking fit these conveyor belty dudes. I could have sworn I had a way somewhere else where they were kind of spaced more apart and they looked better. Is there no way to like well, then that doesn't look great either though.
I got to finish that game, the Metroidvania that I was talking to you about the other day.
Crap, what's it called?
Ritual of the Night, Bloodstained.
Yeah. His Expo is streaming that, I think.
Yeah, it took me like about well, for the bad ending, like the first ending, like the very basic ending, where the actual castle still stays up. It takes you like about, I think, anywhere between 12 and 20 hours, I think. But I think the whole game takes like about 24 to 30 hours in total. To 100% everything, it would take you more because of the items and shit that you collect.
Yeah. I don't know, I haven't ever been too big on Metroidvanias. I think the only time I was kind of into one was the Game Boy Advance one, or could have been DS.
Yeah.
But I wasn't like too crazy about it. It was just like I didn't have anything better to play at the time, and I was a kid, so I don't know. I just didn't really enjoy it too much, but it was kind of fun. But that game looks kind of, I don't know. I don't know anything about the game mechanics or anything like that, but the voice acting kind of made me go, oh.
So basically, it uses the shard system, which was used in two of the previous games. One on Game Boy Advance, the other one on DS, and they were connected to each other because you play the same character. So Macruz, and he used the soul shard system. Well, it was like it wasn't exactly shards, it was basically souls. So you gather the souls from the enemies and they become a part of Soma. And what happens is that you select your abilities and all that type of stuff from those souls that you have collected from the enemy. With the soul shards though, they've got like an upgrade system to it. And you use alchemy and all that type of stuff with the actual system to upgrade those souls, and also you can gather more souls to make them a little bit more powerful, or change their size or whatever. So if you collect like 9 bats, I think it like makes it a little bit more powerful, but when you upgrade it, it covers more of the screen. So yeah.
For sure.
That's just an example, though.
It's by the same people that made like crap. What was it? One of the Castlevanias, right?
Well, basically, Iga, the guy that people put as Igavanias, he was the guy that was working on Castlevania, starting with Symphony of the Night onwards, up until like the last game that came out before the new translation of Castlevania, like Lords of Shadow and something of the Mirror, I think it was. I can't remember.
And it was a crowdfunded game, right?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the only like Metroidvania that came out from the new series of Castlevanias was Lords of Shadow, Mirror of Fate. That was the 2D scrolling one. But Iga, what's his last name? I can't remember. Yeah, well, anyway, Iga crowdfunded it. It probably took a few years for the actual product to come out, but it seems pretty good. He makes fun of the previous editions of Castlevania, and he puts those like little bits of it's like denoting the fact that he worked on Castlevania himself. Like the actual system that he uses goes back to Harmony of Dissonance, I think it is. No. Crap, what was it? I can't remember. The 2 games that featured Soma Cruz. You've also got some enemies that do not look like previous enemies from the actual Castlevania games, but have somewhat the same abilities. Like for instance, the Morte, which are supposed to be a combination of zombie and also bone throwing skeletons because of the different variants there are. There's also the homage to the blue armor in the Shovel Knight like armor called Shovel Armor, and you can pick up a Shovel Knight armor.
Yeah, you were telling me about
wear
the, yeah.
which goes back to the blue, what was it, the blue axe armor that that can be found in the library from doing multiple high jumps in Symphony of the Night. So yeah, it's those little things that actually make the game good, because when you understand the actual context of the, you know, those little Easter egg type things, it makes it worthwhile.
Yeah. Oh, this is driving me nuts. I didn't plan for having to space belts out when I was merging them all together, because they made the conveyor mergers larger than they used to be. So they don't like connect up right, and they also take up too much space now. So I can't really do it how I had planned it. I found like a workaround, kind of, but it's not ideal. My OCD hates it.
I think what would have been better if you actually lined up the those little box things probably before you started with the conveyor belts, maybe.
Well, so I have to start with the conveyor belt to attach it onto the conveyor belt, because if I do it like this, what'll happen is I'll try to like connect belts between them so they're connected, and usually it'll bug out and it won't let me, like, see, I can't get it to connect to where I want it.
So what is the idea behind this, that they all just join up to the conveyor belts that are on the other side of the actual?
Well, so
thing?
I have all these belts here with shit, I didn't plan this well at all. All these machines are producing iron ingots, and those are all on the belts. And I have a lot of belts, and it'll take up a lot of space to send everything as it is. What I want to do is I want to merge them together with these mergers, so that instead of having 10 belts, I only have 2 belts running it. Like, you know, it'll be, I calculate it out so it's like one belt can support 5 of these running at like max speed. And so that's, I can just use 2 belts instead of having to take up all the space with 10.
Okay, yeah. You could try to, oh shit, this is weird. Maybe it's the actual belts themselves, like you could, shit, damn.
Have you ever been frustrated by not having that particular sound?
That's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, but I was thinking like the spacing in between those conveyor belts, like next to each other. How are you like? It would have been better if you could actually like space them out a little bit more, so that they actually run straight into the conveyor belt. You know, a joiner. Obviously, there'd be some spacing between the actual conveyor belts, but yeah, as if you can like line up all the conveyor belt joiners together, right? You can move the actual conveyor belts out a little bit more so that they run straight into the joiners.
Yeah. No, I'm figuring I need to do that, but I don't. I just hate the way it looks. I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I don't know. Shit, because I really like when belts are like super close laid out together. I think it just looks really clean. So I want to keep as much of that as I can, and then have it go to the joiners or whatever. Alright, hold on. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take like the first 5 and hook them up.
You could do it differently.
Shit.
You could probably do it differently. You put the joiners underneath that walkway.
Yeah, I could run them along there, but then I lose all the cool belt bits.
What do you mean the cool belt bits?
Well, so I like seeing all my items running on belts. So whenever I have the chance,
Yeah, but
where it's convenient,
basically
then I can do that. And I don't want to get rid of
it's
that.
gonna run. I'm sorry, it's gonna run like as the end product out onto the actual thing. Like you can actually extend the belts out to a certain point, right? You'll see them running along vertically, and then you'll see the whole product coming along horizontally. With it. No.
Well, I'll
You
have
see them
less
running
belts.
out
They'll
horizontally
be
and
spread out, and I'll see them running to the mergers, but then it'll just turn into like two. I kind of want it. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I just want them all next to each other, lined up,
well,
because it looks clean.
it does save money though.
Oh, I don't have any money worries. I just make resources for free, so it's just like a time thing on generating those resources, and I
Yeah.
always have them generating, so I never actually have to worry about how long it takes to produce.
Efficiency, man, efficiency.
No, I'm not big on the efficiency thing like a lot of Satisfactory players or Factorio players. The whole reason I play this game is for aesthetics. I want the prettiest factory on the block, okay? I'll let my
Yeah.
OCD take over so that I can, like, make everything just perfect.
You see from there, right? You can easily put a rail, like a belt, going straight from there into the into those conveyor things,
Yeah.
those big block things. Yeah. And you have them all lined up, and then you got like this one big thing coming out, you know, from the end version.
I think this will be pretty close. If I
I'll
like,
be
if I
back.
judge the spacing, I can like kind of line them up for sure. Doesn't look too terrible. I have an idea. It's gonna be a weird one, but it'd be cool if it worked out really well. It looks manageable. And basically plug that in from the top, and then what I'd do is I'd have like, have to do the belt trick again, where I have to put one here. I'm gonna run belts. They don't look nearly as cool stacked as they used to. And then line it up like this.
This looks a bit confusing.
Fuck you, man! I like my shit, okay? I know what I'm doing. I'm a master video gamer. I have
Not
plans.
really MLG Pro though.
Dude, I could 360 no scope with the best of them, okay? God damn.
You lied, bitch, you lied.
Shit. I think I might have to go back steps to get this fully working. I'm not going to be using all of them, but I figure what I can do is I could, like... How would
Is this gonna be like one of those... Is this gonna be like one of those roads that have like a highway up above and a highway below and...
Maybe? I don't know. You judging me again?
No.
I liked my highways, man, okay? Whoa, whoa.
This is my fucking highway, man.
Fuck off. I'm the mayor of this city.
No. Do it from the bend. Do it from the bend. If you go back, right, you can actually do it from the bend. So you line them all up on the bend.
Oh?
So basically, if you go back, right, go back.
You mean
back,
like have the belts stacked on top of each other here?
No. At the corner, you stack them so that you've got the outer line on top of the inner line. So let's say, for instance, you want the...
Like, I want them. I'm still trying to get them all to be next to each other, right? So instead of stacking them, I'd like them like laid out like this, and then have it like kind of shift and plug in over the other one, so it kind of look cool.
I was thinking like you could do it so that it bends at the corner, right, and it goes up a level when it crosses onto the top. So the inside one, let's say the first one, right, would go at the bottom. The second one would be going along the same line as the first one, but it would be going above the first one into the second one that's on top.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
I'm struggling here, but I think I might have a way to do it.
Okay.
My game froze. It's hard to be braining the game and trying to like listen to the steps are a little complicated.
My steps, or
Well, like I have to put like full focus on listening and then not playing, and then I might be able to fully understand. No, it's no worries.
I was
man.
thinking like parallel. I was thinking like
I
the top
figure you were
level
just wanting
would
them
be
so
parallel.
like so it would look like here. I'll do it. Which one's lined up? I think this one lines up. You're saying something like
So the first one lines up, right?
like
the
this,
bottom one would be
right, and then wait, hold on, let me get another stack. There'd be something like kind of like that, right?
yeah, sort of like that, yeah.
Yeah.
So you've got the bottom one, which would be the very inner one, right? And then you got like a second one that would be on the top, going
Yeah.
into the. But it would bend the actual track, would bend and then go up.
What, like one over?
Well, basically, you know that first one, where you put it like the closest. No, not yeah. Shit, I think I might have to draw it somehow. Maybe I don't know.
MS Paint it.
Yeah, unless I actually draw it on a piece of paper, sort of thing.
So I think I can like, I don't know how many spaces I want to have this set up, but like, we have 1, 2, 1, 2. I might want it here. And then I can connect like that. That looks kind of clean. And then... Ah! Oops, wait. Yeah. And then I don't have to space them out I can keep them together. But I still gotta like. I mean, this one goes.
You see, I see like two types going on here. Like you can go with the simpler version where you've got all the actual, they're all stacked in front of the, and joined up down one row, leading out.
Yeah.
And then you got the second one where you're going for the, multiple paths, multiple levels type of thing. But each one has like, they're both like parallel, but one would be on the upper and the other one would be on the lower, leading in.
Leading in?
Into those, those machines that join the things up, the conveyor.
So you're not saying just to like stack them and then connect them? Because I can get like I can get the top stack to go down because I'm trying to turn these all into like two belts.
Yeah, I know.
So I know that like if we got 5 on the bottom, so I hook those all up and all 5 will go out here to this like lift or dropper or whatever you want to call it that brings it down. And then I would just stack the other ones on top here and have them send in one that's next to it. And I'd have 2 at the end to go wherever I'm trying to send it. Where if I like stacked them, I'd have to separate out these guys more, which I don't want to do.
I'll try and get a pen and piece of paper and I'll give you a rough idea of what I was thinking.
Okay. I think it looks kind of better at that angle. I think they made it so you can make belts cheaper than they used to be. Hello, Sparkle Tits. What up, Soda? Why is my shit so quiet? What the fuck? Weird how quiet it is. I'm doing good. I'm fucking beat though. My shoulders are fucking killing me and I want them to fuck off. How you doing, man? What am I getting stuck on? Shit, I think I have to space these out anyways at this point. Huh. That goes there, this goes here, then that next one has to go here. God damn it. I think it still saves some space. Like my eyelids? Ooh, that's kinky. Almost too kinky for me. Can I take the eyelashes off? Shit, I don't want to space these out, man. I hate this. I hate this. Suck the eyelashes first. Okay, okay, fine. Dude, I am so fucking tired. There's still a bit that's, I guess, where they're all lined up, but it's not as nice. At 11 p.m. Yeah, man. Fucking didn't get any sleep because I had to like wake up earlier than I planned to, and then had to go drive to fucking pick up Scott and shit, and then came back and I had to fucking spend like an hour and a half troubleshooting webcam bullshit to then get the stream up. Plus, what are you, a normal human? What? That's confusing. But like having to reverse the sleep schedule from, was it waking up early to waking up unbelievably late or early, if you, whatever you want to consider 5 a.m., to then going back to like the opposite again. Like fuck. Okay, so that's lined up. I don't want to keep having to pick up iron ingots, so I'm trying to keep it as is. So let's do that there. Run that into there. Do 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 do. Way too many iron ingots on me now. Do do do. Alright, so I gotta hook up. Oops. If that one goes there, then that means this one didn't finish. Supposed to go here. Why is it not gone? Got a hard drive on the way with nothing suspicious of any sort. Oh, nice. I love, inconspicuous hard drives with absolutely nothing in them. Although sometimes it's fun to label them for shits. They're like hardcore drugs with duct tape and Sharpie on it. Just see if anyone's like, wait a minute. But this is a hard drive. How does that work? Okay, so that one goes there. I hate not hooking up the belts. I wish I didn't turn these guys on. I wish I just left them off and then did the belts. Give you that extra space for all your needs. Oh yeah. But I'm like irritated with my actual hard drive space. Because even though I have like a bunch, I don't like splitting things up onto like 1 terabyte, 2 terabyte drives. I think I got rid of most of my 1 terabytes. But I like have to finish the first set of Kingdom Hearts 2 videos so that I can delete the pre-rendered stuff to free up like hundreds of gigs or whatever, so that I have more space to work with for pre-rendering other videos. I wish I had like an extra 6 terabyte to work with. Okay. Leave that one alone. And we gotta bring out this one. Pretty early this time? Yeah, sorta. Wait, these... Okay. These guys don't need supports. Oh, wait, that one's supposed to hook up there.
Yeah, I drew those things that I told you that I was going to draw. I hope you get the actual general idea of the two versions that I drew for you.
For sure. Did you post it somewhere?
Yeah, in memes and media.
For sure. I'm here early! Soda, nobody cares! You care! I'm not going late though, we're gonna have to end it like a normal time, because I gotta stream tomorrow. Soda!
What up, Brazil? I heard your voice.
What up, man? What up?
I had to come in and say hi.
Yeah, of course you did.
So, how's it going? How you been?
Yeah, going good. I took about a week off from drinking. That's why I wasn't on Discord for about a week.
Nice. You been being productive?
Sort of. Probably not. Anyway, the first one that I posted, that was about the actual 2-level belt system.
Yeah.
You are doing right now, but it's a different version. My one would be like a highway type. The other one would be the very basic, where you add a whole bunch of joiners together along one row, which leads to the actual lift. Which would probably save money.
I've already done that before. I think
Okay.
on the opposite side I have that, and I like to do builds differently each time so that they all don't look the same. But here I have like a bunch of I think they're splitters instead of mergers, and they split along the belt to feed all of the machines. So it's just one belt basically going in the whole way.
Yeah. Okay, that's weird. Oof.
But I wanted to look at my production at the end, so I split them all out.
Okay then.
Also, like, I can't support all of that on one belt, it has to be on 2 belts.
So, Brazil, want to hear some fantastic news?
Did you get married?
Yeah. No,
To a little boy.
I got a...
Did you get fucked in the ass?
Yeah, I got
Finally!
a boyfriend like 2 weeks ago. Me and him been hammering each other all week.
Terrible, man. Terrible.
Your jokes are not funny here.
I can see this going up on Twitter.
No, I'm not drinking or anything. We're good. If I was drunk, I might continue. Nah, that was enough. That was good. So how's the weather in Australia?
Oh yeah, it's windy. It's a little bit overcast. But
What's
yeah,
like
mostly windy.
What's like the daily temp? Like, what's your highs?
Highs might be like just in the low 20s, like about 22, 23, I think that's the highest. Lowest would be like 13, 11, 13, maybe 9. Probably closer to 5 though.
Damn, it's cold out there.
But yeah, it's winter. It's winter.
Oh,
man.
right.
5 degrees
It's on the
Celsius.
southern. You're living on the southern hemisphere.
Southern hemisphere, yeah.
Yep. Actually, the Earth is flat. You actually don't even exist. All of Australia doesn't exist, and you all live upside down.
Ain't no space because ain't no globe
What?
Earth.
It's all flat, man. It's all flat. It's a
Yep.
flat Earth.
Hashtag space is fake. Hashtag Australia.
Yep. NASA never went
Australia
to the
doesn't
moon.
exist.
Yeah,
Fuck you.
Australia.
Fuck you.
It's just a conspiracy.
We all know Australia's
No,
located.
no,
in
no.
America.
It's called New Holland.
New Holland?
I don't know what that is.
New
Is that an
Holland.
Australian?
It was like the previous name to Australia
Was
before
it?
they actually changed it.
Huh.
New Holland.
New Holland.
I think it was because the person was Dutch, and that's why you know, they called it New Holland in the first place as a name for the actual island, and then they changed their mind and changed it to Australia. It was also called Terra Nullius, which means no man's land, but you know that was just I think Latin or something. I don't know. Can't.
I think America's
Whoa.
pretty much had the same name for forever. So for us. I mean, I guess the British owned it, so it was like England at a point, and colonies and shit. But
Yeah.
besides that, all of America has just been called North America, or
Oh yeah, USA, North
the
America.
United States, once 1776. Before then, it was just like native land.
Well,
No.
basically, you
I
had
can't believe this. Help!
You had people that weren't, you know, they didn't have really a civilization themselves because they only dwelt in tents. They didn't have an actual place where they could, you know, live. In the sense that white man lives in houses and buildings, you know. They were sort of like a nomadic people. Tribal, obviously, but nomadic. Is that supposed to be going in or out?
Well, it goes in and out. It goes from the foundries to that in and then out to the next mergers or whatever. But I have to, like, in order to allow them to place, I have to put them on the belt essentially in order for them to place this close to each other, because otherwise I have to, like, then place the belt afterwards, and if I do that, it won't let me connect the belts between the mergers because they're too close.
Okay.
It's some wonky stuff. Oh, god damn it, is it still fucked? Ah. No, what the fuck? Get the fuck out of there. That's not where I told you to be.
I got a fucking headache, boys. This is the most annoying shit trying to look at my screen.
Me too, man.
Ah.
It's lame.
And I even use the flux shit that makes my screen yellow.
Yeah. I don't know if that's ever really
It's just
helped me
not
with
helping.
headaches. Yeah.
No,
I
it
think
just makes
it's
it
like
so your
eye
screen's
strain
not as
and
bright.
shit. Oh, yeah.
Is that the night mode with the red?
Yeah, but also, like, it'll tint it yellow because blue lights are supposed to, or like that sky colored light is basically supposed to
Yeah.
trigger your brain to stay awake. Like, people will use, like,
The blue
glasses
color.
or they'll use flux to, eliminate it so that they can fall asleep easier. It never really made a difference for me, I don't think.
Oh shit, I've been using it since 2011, 2010.
Blue is supposed to be the sign for intelligence, apparently. But like it's supposed to be the color for intelligence. I don't know why.
What, like, kind of like astrology does stuff? Like, different colored stones?
I think it's more or less the you know, the color is supposed to symbolize intelligence or something like that. You know, it's like symbolism type of thing.
Hmm.
Yeah, well, apparently, blue is the color of the sky and sea, obviously. states color meaning. It's supposed to often be associated with depth and stability. Symbolizes trust, loyalty, wisdom, confidence, intelligence, faith, truth, and heaven. So it was considered beneficial to the mind, and that's what I got from Google anyway.
What was that about a state?
Stability.
I thought I heard you say something like it's state color or something. I was like, what?
No. Well, from this color meaning, color wheel pro thing. Blue, color of the sky and sea, often associated with depth and stability. Symbolizes trust, loyalty, wisdom, confidence, intelligence, faith, truth, and heaven. It's also considered beneficial to the mind and body. It's
Sure.
weird.
Damn, so you didn't start your stream till like 10 p.m.?
Yeah, I was gonna start it I
15.
think around like 9 or 8:30, but I had to fucking troubleshoot my goddamn webcam because of the Windows update. I think the USB got fucked, so I had to like unplug it and then plug it in, and it wasn't recognizing OBS, so I had to make a new webcam, and I was freaking out because I was like, oh, if I have to recrop my webcam perfectly and adjust everything, that's gonna take fucking like 45 minutes. So luckily I was able to
different crops, yeah.
Yeah, so luckily I was able to like add it as a new source, then disable it from there, then go back to the old source and add it back into there. So, yeah.
Oh yeah. I kind of feel like playing Osu.
Yeah.
I think that's what I might do here pretty soon.
Why did I add the extra ones on the end if I didn't need them? Did I miscount something? No. It's supposed to be 10. Did I miss one of these guys?
So some guy, I watched my VOD or something, and like there was a part when I was doing my Osu stream, he said something about the effects are part of the song or something, or the beat map.
The
Like I have to have
effects?
the effects, yeah, the effects volume up for it or something.
Huh.
Yeah, just the effects.
You can set like individual volume settings?
I don't know. I mean, I think you can.
I just assumed there was
What's
the
that
one.
for?
I'll like raise and lower with the mouse wheel, and it's just like, I guess there are other bars there, but I don't know how to change them individually. I just leave everything default.
Yeah, I have my effects all the way on 0, and I have music and master all the way up. And I ignore beat map hit sounds. Yep. So apparently I should have effects on. I don't know, dude.
I don't know.
Sweet. Yeah, if you turn down the effects all the way, when you leave Osu, the guy doesn't say "see you next time."
Hmm.
Like, 'cause if you have the effects to 0, then you won't hear him. I don't know why, but yeah. Man, I have a very minuscule amount of ice cream left.
That blows.
Yeah. Dude, we got to close 2 hours early today. It was nice.
Nice.
Instead of closing at 11, we closed at 9. So that's why I got home earlier.
Ooh, holiday special.
Hmm?
4th of July. Oh, sorry, that's the 5th of July. Well,
Yeah, that was yesterday.
Congratulations on your, I don't know what year of independence though.
200 something. I don't know.
Yeah, fuck if I know.
250, 240, something like that.
You know Super Mario, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a pretty good game. I'll say that, right?
Which one?
But
Yeah.
well, you know the series is a pretty good series. Except for number 2. Number 2 sucked. I mean, like number 2 was like the Japanese one would have been alright. The US version would have sucked anyway because it was just like a.
Talking about the one with like the turnips or
was-
whatever?
Yeah, you pick them up, you throw them. I mean, like
Yeah.
it was sort of like a counterfeit to Doki Doki Panic, you know.
Well, wasn't it
except-
just Doki Doki Panic but reskinned because they,
Yeah, reskinned with the actual characters.
Yeah.
Anyway, Super Mario, good series. I'd
Yeah.
recommend it to everyone.
Sure.
But it's sort of like Legend of Zelda. Like somehow, in some way, they're both in castles, right? They're both kidnapped by an evil guy, Zelda and the princess, right? Like both princesses.
you mean
Look, Bowser's just misunderstood, okay? He plays, he
Bowser's-
goes go-karting with them every Sunday, okay? He's a
Yeah,
real
right.
bro.
Okay, so what about Zelda and Mario? I'm confused. What are we talking
Zelda gets kidnapped by Ganondorf, right? For some reason.
Yeah, we know how the story
And-
goes.
And, you know, Peach gets, you know, kidnapped by Bowser. Like, they both live in castles. Shouldn't the castle's defense be, like, up and rearing to go against those evil kidnappers? I mean, like,
Not
you
when
know.
they're the most overwhelming dark force in each universe.
Well-
Not really.
Ganon like pledged his allegiance to Hyrule or whatever, and he used to be a leader of the Gerudo. So because of him, I think the Gerudo were part of Hyrule, or at least followed them. So he just happened to like fuck them over after he got in good graces or whatever with them. They like trusted him.
What if Princess Peach, right, was one of those self-absorbed people that wanted attention and decided, fuck this, I'm gonna get kidnapped by Bowser. And then Mario can, like, you know, come along and save me once again, and I just, like, give him a kiss on the cheek, and that's his reward.
I mean, I think that's basically all he gets usually.
Yeah, well, he doesn't get anything else apart from
Now
a
it's just
kiss
like
on
a-
the cheek.
Bowser's like a big old dinosaur thing, turtle thing.
Yeah, but
I'm not sure why he
represents,
kidnaps her, actually. I don't know.
I don't know either. It's probably a feud in between the male, or the you know, maybe it's a racial thing. I don't know. It could be a metaphor. You don't know.
They start a race war between the turtle people and the mushroom people.
Right?
Hey, it could be anything, man.
Ah, these belts are too fast.
Damn, you still have milestones to do?
Yeah, I
Or
mean,
you just haven't done them yet?
they keep adding stuff in. Trains just recently came out, so I'm not even like, I gotta do this thing. So I'm trying to automate the heavy modular frames and motors, and then I'll finish this milestone, and then I have all the new train stuff to do, and the new tier that they added.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Train time.
Oh yeah.
choo choo, motherfuckers.
I wanted to say
Choo-choo.
that. Choo choo, motherfucker.
Yeah, but I think I did it better.
Oh, my feelings.
Hell, you fucking laughed, so.
I think we're all lined up for everything now. I don't want to like plug everything in and then have to take a piece down because then I'll just have more ingots on me.
The Poo-Tang train.
Yeah, way too many ingots. I want to make sure that everything... One of these I was worried about not being hooked up, so... It was the two end ones. So if we hook those up, we can see that it's working. Right, that one is hooked up. Yeah, something's broken here. Shit. Why did this break?
You broke it.
You broke it, motherfucker! You broke my thing! Oh, I know what broke. It tried to snap to the conveyor merger under it instead of to the belt. Alright, that should work. There we go. Okay, so that goes all the way through, and then I need to make sure... Oh, alright, shit, that's already hooked up, so I can't test that it works. Fuck. This isn't running. It should be backed up. What the fuck? Huh. It stops at 98 now? Isn't it supposed to stop at 100? Yeah, this one's at 100. The fuck? Huh, that was weird. Alright, I guess that's pretty much good to go, which means I should start working on the smelters now. Fuck.
You know the earthquake that happened recently?
Over here?
Yeah, in
Well,
America.
you heard about that?
Yeah, it's on Twitter and all that, you know.
Shit.
Apparently it was like a 7.1 on
Yeah.
the Richter scale. I was thinking like all the black people would have been like you know, squatting a little bit, you know, just so that they could actually twerk without moving their arms.
What? Whoa. You know, white people twerk too, man. Why are you making this a race thing?
Nah, that's Hispanic people. Real white people don't twerk at all. Miley Cyrus doesn't count because she's she's a
Oh man.
white women that twerk aren't real white women. They don't have any self-respect.
What up, buddy? Buddy! Why are you freaking out? So like came over halfway towards me and then just meowed and then walked away. Okay, so I gotta figure out if I have, is it 20 smelters? I think that's too much overclocking. We'll start with that though. I have to like hook it up to find out. 30, so it'll be like 60 per minute. That's a lot.
How does this sound?
It's
An
3
earthquake.
bits. Huh?
How does this sound? An earthquake, 7.1 on the Richter scale. A lot of women would have been twerking their asses off if there was
what?
if they were squatting.
I don't know. It's like mildly funny. For me, it doesn't get me.
Oh, okay.
That's just me though. Fuck! I don't like being too tired for Satisfactory. I'm bringing in this stuff from out here. I don't remember how many I needed though. Did I write that down? Shit, hold on. $60 iron ore per minute. I'm bringing in from those 2 nodes 60 per. Yeah, 300. From what? 1? From 2, so that's 600. 720? I need 1,200 iron a minute, so I would have to overclock the nodes, which would give me 900, and I'm still 200 iron short. That blows. So I guess we should set up like 10 and then try to figure out the other 10.
Oh, nighttime.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oops, Um. That's 3 belts in and then 3 belts out, so I think I have the space to set this up. Although I'm gonna be using, shit, like 5 belts. Fuck. Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
All right. Fucking A. I don't know what I want to do. Maybe play some Osu, maybe fucking... I don't know.
Imagine laying in bed, right? You're a woman, you're laying in bed. The
Okay.
the earthquake happens, and you're on the bridge of coming.
Okay. And then what?
And then you come in like a fucking spasmodic orgasm.
What is wrong with you?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I thought it would have been funny. You know,
When
I
you say
thought
you're
it
a
would've been
woman?
funny.
Is that what you just said?
No. Imagine being a woman, right? You're laying in bed, you're masturbating. The fucking freak 7.1 earthquake happens, and you just like fucking come explosively.
I've never thought of those two situations, so I don't know.
I think you should learn how to
Okay.
draw really well, and then you should start up a comic.
Earthquake. The seductive something. What the hell is that red shit around your screen, Spark?
That is the dismantling notification thingamabob. It's because I'm trying to dismantle. Like, if I'm in the dismantle menu, so it'll be like that when I'm not dismantling. Make it go away.
I guess people were just deleting their shit because they didn't realize they were in dismantling mode.
Yeah.
Because I was never there before. Not when I played.
Mm-hmm. What you gonna do about it?
Nothing. Take a nap. You got a lot of shit going on over here, dude. That's a lot of smelters.
Yeah. If I wasn't planning on overclocking, because I'm lazy, we would have to have twice the amount of foundries and twice the amount of smelters, which would be 40 smelters.
Jesus Christ.
It gets even crazier when I get to the supercomputer stuff. So I'm gonna go like. Shit, I gotta do the numbers for how many will fit on the belt. I have to do like 8, and then shit, I don't know how I'm gonna do those. Seven 7.5 of those. Shit. I have to do like 7, 7, 7, 7?
7.
That's lame.
How many sevens was that?
I don't
It
know.
was about 1,207 sevens.
Trolling him.
1,200 and what?
7 sevens, yeah.
Okay, well, 7 by 7 equals 49. 14. Let's see. 9,000? No. 8,000. Ah, shit. Something. Shit. Wait there. Let's see. 8,400 and. Crap. 49, I think? I'm not sure though. So 1,207 sevens?
A lot of sevens.
Yeah, I believe that's it. 8,449,
I think.
I believe. Because 7 by 7 equals 49, obviously. The 12 equals 84, I believe. And this is my second beer, so yeah.
Hmm.
You know what's crazy?
Hmm.
There's still no gameplay for the new Call of Duty game.
Yeah.
It's pretty weird.
When's it supposed to be coming out?
October, I believe, or like the beginning of November.
Hmm.
Call of Duty is basically the same shit over and over again in multiplayer. It's like,
But
you
this
know,
one's-
why can't they join all the multiplayers into one game type of thing? You know, you just update it each.
So far,
like-
the reveal of this one's been a lot different than the others.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you get to like 10th, you know, you go through the prestige modes and all that type of shit, right?
Yeah.
But it's the same shit over and over again, like different weapons,
Yeah.
sure.
I mean, if you think
Sort
about it,
of.
all games are kind of the same. Like side
Why not just
scrollers.
why not just like sell the campaign separate to the actual, you know, multiplayer? It's easier that way, I guess. And you just like buy DLC for the actual multiplayer, in which, you know, you take all the multiplayers and you join them into one. It's easier.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you think that would be easier or not?
I don't know, dude. I like it. I don't have a problem with the format because I haven't bought in all the Call of Duty games. But yeah, I see what
Yeah.
you're saying. There is this game called Call of Duty Online, but it's only out in like Asia, so
So it's like a free to download type of thing, like
yeah,
a
it's like
movie
a
type
free to
of thing.
play. I think something. I forget exactly what, but yeah.
You see, with the amount of levels that each Call of Duty game has for its multiplayer, you can just like easily take the old ones, obviously reboot them in the way that, you know, the graphics are updated and shit. And you just like, you know, just add the new weapons and shit to the DLC. It's an easier model, it's an easier scale, I guess, and for those that just like need the new levels, they can easily pay for it. Instead of paying for a new game under a new system, they're just like, you know, they're saving
just-
money.
I want them to just remaster World at War. Like, don't fuck with any
Yeah.
mechanics. Just re-release it. Like,
That's actually a
scaled
good
up.
idea
Yeah.
because the zombies is like revolutionary. The multiplayer was solid.
Shit, like you could
Campaign was
even
solid.
just do like a remaster, keep the work limited, and then you could sell it for like $45 and people would go crazy.
Yeah. But nope.
Well,
they always
my
want you to buy
theory-
the new game.
Yeah.
In my model, it would have been like either like legacy editions of the actual multiplayer versus an all-inclusive material type of multiplayer where you've got the option of playing, you know, the legacy edition, or you can play an all-round, you know, multiplayer where you've got like multiple levels to choose from and weapons.
I have not hopped on this game in a while.
What game is it?
VR chat.
Yeah.
Oh shit, not that trash. Oh my goodness.
I love VR chat.
Yeah, it's a good game. I'm just gonna see what kind of new models are out there. Just in desktop mode. And if I find a cool ass model, I'll fucking go in VR. But for now, I'm just chilling. What is up with the resolution? My god. They've done a lot of updates to this game, dude. Looks different. Changed some of the UI and shit.
Which game?
VR chat?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I can tell it's had a decent amount of updating because some things are different. You start liking this home, like, house thing instead of out in the open.
Too many people freaking out about shit. Like, was it possible to like raid the home world, whatever, that you spawn in for the first time?
I think so. I don't know.
Yeah. If that was the case, you could probably
my
freak some
computer's
people
like
out.
lagging out, dude. My computer's... Alright, we're good. What is happening over here? Dude, I forgot how toxic this game is. Just people screaming in their mics, dude. Oh my god. And someone's like playing some weird hentai anime shit in the background, dude.
Oh yeah.
It's, I need to get out of here, dude. Forgot how many weebs play this game, dude. Holy. I think it's mainly what it is now, just weebs.
Damn it. Wanna have like a catwalk over these things. We're gonna have to do the power completely different. Oh shit, I'm gonna feel it. Oh, you know what's actually higher? I might keep it as is.
Fish has turned into a chicken.
Shit. Fuck.
Is that a new futuristic, infinite ammo type of weapon that you're holding?
Nope. It's got 10 shots and then I gotta reload it. It's got like a keychain on it, just like Rainbow Six Siege. It's kind of funny, I like it.
The crosshair reminds me of Halo in the way that, you know, the sniper rifle, I think it is. I can't.
Yeah. That's what it
Unless
looks
it's
like.
the 3-burst Halo crosshair when you actually aim at someone.
Yeah. And battle rifle or something. Definitely looks Halo-y. I like it.
Yeah.
Like you can't even zoom in, so it's like old school Halo.
I'll let you guys go. I hope you all have a good one.
Alright, dude. Have a good night.
Later.
See you, man.
Laters. Shit. So close. Damn. I guess I could use the shorter ones and then run this over them? Fuck.
Potential sales of recordings of records and tapes. Private studies I have seen have shown that 1/4 of from albums and tapes.
Oh, that's funny, Sparktite. That's good.
And 17% of copies.
This guy, I like joined his world, and it's just a room. It's got a gaming computer desktop, like custom gaming computer with lights and shit. And then he has a big ass TV with My Hero Academia playing in the background.
Hmm.
And it's like playing the intro.
Are you playing without VR? Or are you playing with VR?
I need to, without it.
Oh, okay.
I need to turn this game down. Okay, there we go. Now I can hear you. This is fucking hilarious, dude. It's like a nerd room, literally.
Yo, when I heard that on tape, I was scared to death. I said, yo, there's no way I could compete with this. This is what I gotta compete with? I said, there's no way.
Nah, I'm just saying, no, man. It's some real shit. It's grown music, you know?
Do this shit for the love, man.
Yeah, well, whose idea was this?
This is the sound that
Hmm.
We on some groundbreaking shit right now. We trying to show other artists, you know what I'm saying, that it's out there for us to get. And we ain't gotta be, you know what I'm saying, doing shit how they do shit and not seeing good results.
A
highest international standards are produced within the group.
Name me one guy in this business knows anything about music. Go ahead, one guy. There's nobody. I don't care who it is. Anything good, anything bad. Yo, check it out. Check it out.
We know that we know how to make some.
I wonder if it's actually going to play a whole episode of My Hero Academia.
I'm gonna try to make something that
Yeah.
keeps up.
Probably
gonna
just an
sit here
intro
and
on
look at
loop.
this.
That'd be kind of cool though if it was a whole episode.
We're about to see.
West Coast, worldwide, nigga. Do that shit. Y'all ready? Word up. Word up. We gonna do like that. You know it's a good vibe thing. Taking over this
This would be trippy in VR, dude.
Pressing out a steady flow of records for the
Watching like a virtual TV in VR is so weird.
Hmm.
'Cause you get like the depth perception of looking at a TV, even though the screen's right in front of your face. It's really weird.
Wonder
You're
if
right,
like
it's just-
Second Life has VR like at all implemented into it. This would be kind of trippy because Second Life, like, what is it? VR chat reminds me a lot of like what Second Life was like.
I never played that game. I don't know.
Just like people with custom avatars
I
walking
heard
around
about it.
talking and
Yeah.
shit, and
Yeah,
And
you
then
like
also
buy
people
shit,
fucking.
use real money and shit.
lots of people fucking. That was cool. You could like, I don't know how much money I'd like put into it. I probably spent like 20 or 40 bucks or something like that on like in-game currency for that through Linden Labs, and then I just like flipped real estate for I don't know like a couple months just for fun to get a bigger place. I just was gonna do it naturally, so why not make money doing it? So eventually I like got enough money for a really good spot, sat on it for a while, and then sold it and cashed out at like 400 bucks.
Damn.
Yeah. I was more upset that I rage quit because I had a house that I put like a week's work into that I built, and then when I was moving, I had all the items packed up into a folder, and I guess that it lags the server too much when you have too many items and there's no warning, there's no limits, so I like pulled out the house and then I tried to move it a tiny bit to where I wanted to place it, and then all the items just randomly split apart into like 2 different areas and just broke the whole
Yeah.
fucking house. So I was like, fuck this game, I'm never doing that again. And then I'm like, let's see how much money I can get out of my land.
So many Avatar worlds now, dude. Oh my god.
Oh, I am so burnt. Can't brain anymore. I had to write down some notes so I know what to do because I can't figure out how I want to make this look good. I think I might switch into like Osu or something. I don't know.
Nice. There's a Club Penguin Avatar world.
Hell yeah.
Nice. There's still Ugandan knuckles. They're still around.
Yeah, it'll be a thing forever. Unless VR chat is like, okay, we're officially declaring this racist.
Which it's not, but yeah. It's not meant to be.
Yeah. It'd be funny if they fucking finally, like, you know, not when it was an issue or people were afraid of the whole thing, but like years down the road, they're like, okay, you know what? It is racist. It's like, oh, yeah, nobody cares now.
Hmm.